In this video, we'll present you 3 new features released by SELLERBOARD software. It is an app for Amazon sellers, and my guest in this session is the co-founder of SELLERBOARD, Vladi Gordon. Vladi will show you 3 new features like request review automation, new alert useful for Amazon sellers, and also their integration with eBay and Shopify. So all the links you will find below, like the sign up link for SELLERBOARD if you want to try them for 2 months. You check the link below, and also in the description you will find a link to a playlist of other videos with SELLERBOARD. So enjoy this video. Don't forget to subscribe below to the YouTube channel of Orange Klik, click the notification bell, and see you in the conversation. Hello Vladi, it's nice to have you here. Could you please introduce yourself and tell us what is SELLERBOARD?
Hi Augustus, thanks for having me. So my name is Vladi Gordon. I'm a co-founder at SELLERBOARD. SELLERBOARD is a profit analytics tool with a lot of other bonus tools in the package. Basically profit analytics is our focus and has been our focus since the beginning. And we also put a lot of value into the pricing. So we want to be a tool for beginners and for advanced sellers. So our pricing starts at $19 a month. But we're doing it since 4 years. So we added a bunch of useful features as well in this 4 years, like the PPC dashboard and PPC bid optimization, a module for inventory management. We have like a money back feature which looks for damaged and lost units on Amazon and helps you get refunded, and an autoresponder for email follow-up campaigns and like review campaigns, and some other stuff which and I wanted to show you a couple of new features today.
Yes, exactly. So I invited Vladi to showcase the new features at SELLERBOARD, which they released recently. And one of them will be a request review automation feature. And what will be other things we'll talk about?
I wanted to show a new alert as well for missing inbound items. Our integration with Shopify and eBay.
All right, so we are ready to jump to your screen, Vladi, and see these new features at SELLERBOARD.
So here's your main SELLERBOARD dashboard, your main screen. As I said, we're about the key features, profit analytics. This is what you see when you log in. So for those of you who've never seen the software, check out a couple of other videos on this channel which we recorded with Augustus previously. But in a nutshell, you see what we made today, basically in profits, and what were the sales in yesterday, this month, last month, and we can drill down into any of those numbers and explore them in more detail, or like check the products that we were selling and drill down into the fee structure by product. So this is the profit part. But we have this thing called Autoresponder in SELLERBOARD basically since a couple of years. And this is a tool which you can use to create campaigns, email campaigns, and send emails to your customer and request them to leave a review or seller feedback, for example. Now, if we click on this, we'll end here. This is the Autoresponder section. So one thing I have to say here is you need to be careful with the terms of service, especially if you're sending emails to customers. Make sure the current terms of service and communication guidelines from Amazon, and make sure you comply, because otherwise Amazon might react and might limit the seller's ability to send emails temporarily. So for example, and I don't want to go into too much detail now, because depending on when you watch this video, the guidelines might be different. But as of now, you are allowed to ask customers for feedback and for reviews. And Amazon actually explicitly allows this, but there are some limitations. So for example, you need to use a neutral speech, right? So if you send an email to the customer asking them for review, what you should not do is write something like, okay, if you're unhappy, please contact me. If you're happy, please leave a review. So because this is kind of unfair, this creates a bias towards positive reviews. Yeah, so long story short, make sure you know the current guidelines, and whatever you're sending to your customers with any tool, by the way, also manually complies with those guidelines. Okay, but with the autoresponder, basically what you could do for the last 3 years was create email campaigns and define some filter options for those campaigns, and create separate campaigns by products, by marketplaces, and define a sequence of email follow-ups, which SellerBoard will automatically send to your customers. And what's new, like since a couple of weeks, is the possibility to use Amazon's standard request to review template instead of a custom email template. So what you can do now is basically when you're creating a new campaign, let me do this, press new campaign. You can now select a campaign type, and so here you can give a campaign a name and set a status, and by default the status is inactive, and you need to actively change it to active in order for this campaign to go live. By the way, there's also one status called test here, which will generate one test email per day, which will be sent to you. So yeah, if you want to just see how your email looks like, but this only works for custom templates. It doesn't work for Amazon standard templates. But yeah, eventually you can use this status, but yeah, just make sure you switch the status to active whenever you're good to go with your settings, right? Yeah, so then you pick the products which this campaign will be applied to. So a campaign is basically a combination of follow-up emails, or a sequence of follow-up emails, and you can create different campaigns for different products. Like this one is applied to all products by default, or you can filter by settings. So for example, here we have some setting: exclude FBM orders, which would mean this campaign applies only to FBA, or exclude orders with promotion, exclude repeat customers. You might want to exclude them, you might want to include them. So basically untick this check mark. Then you can filter by specific marketplace, or by specific countries where the customer resides. So if somebody from Austria bought on Amazon.de, then we could say, okay, I restrict the marketplace list to Amazon.de and country list to Austria, Germany, and Switzerland, for example. Then I can write my templates in German. Okay, so, but long story short, we create a new campaign, choose this filter settings, and what we do next is we decide, is it a custom email campaign or a standard review request campaign, right? So campaign type, and the default is Amazon standard review template. And SellerBoard shows you how this email will look like. And sorry if it's in German at the moment. If you're logged in with an US account, and if your language in your account is set to English, then this template will be shown in English. But let me translate quickly. Basically, it says your opinion is important. Demo seller wants you to leave a review, and then you see a picture of your product, the name of your product, and this link to the stars. And here it says, okay, please leave feedback for the seller. So this is one email which includes seller feedback and product review, and it comes from Amazon. So it's not sent from you as a seller, but from Amazon. This is the difference to the custom templates, right? So one more important thing that I need to mention here, and by the way, if you used the SellerBoard autoresponder before, all your campaigns still work, and you can still create custom email campaigns with your own text if you want to. But yeah, if you change the setting here, there will be basically no possibility to enter your own text. That there will be the standard Amazon's template. One thing I need to mention here is the Selling Partner API. So maybe some of you have heard Amazon rolled out a new API for developers. It's called Selling Partner API. So most of the apps use Amazon's MWS API, Marketplace Web Service API, which is pretty old already. And Amazon rolled out a new API, I think it was last year, 2020, Selling Partner API. It's basically a new way for developers to access your Seller Central or information in the Seller Central and functions that are available to developers that you as a seller authorized developer to access. For like on the surface for the sellers, not too much changed so far. So basically, it's just something for developers, but there are some new features in the Selling Partner API. And one of the new features is this possibility to trigger this review solicitation. So basically now, using this API, SellerBoard can do this in the background in accordance with the schedule and with the settings that you set up here. And you don't need any Chrome plugin or any other tool which you need to actively start and basically deploy in your browser window. This is a better way because you don't need plugins, you don't need a browser. It all happens automatically under the hood. And we're also using the completely official API here. So Amazon documented this feature, and we're using the feature exactly how Amazon wants developers to use it, right? So with the Chrome extension, Chrome extensions do not work through an API. They just work basically by clicking buttons in your browser. Okay, but in order for this to work, you need to connect the Selling Partner API if you haven't done so. So then this button will appear, and SellerBoard will not let you save this campaign. If you click it, a dialog in the Seller Central will be shown where you need to grant SellerBoard access to your Seller Central through the Selling Partner API. You confirm it, and then you go back to SellerBoard. Okay, so now we've configured basically some settings, some filters. In this case, we want to apply this campaign to all products, but we also may choose just selected products. For example, if you want to choose your new products that you're just launching, or maybe old products, or some specific products for whatever reason. And we've configured the filter, like Marketplace, this exclude repeat customers, and FBM, FBA orders. And once we've done this, we just choose when this email should be sent. And Amazon allows, as of now, any timing between 5 and I believe 30 days, 5 and 30 days after the delivery date, right? So if we try to do it before, then it will just not work. Amazon returns an error. So we only give you a choice of numbers between 5 and 30 in this list. And the default is 5, so 5 days after the customer receives the package. One remark here, we are SellerBoard is looking at the estimated delivery date plus 5 days. So sometimes the package arrives 1 day earlier, sometimes 1 day later, but technically this is the only possibility. So if we also start triggering those messages before, it doesn't work, right? So we need to wait 5 days after the delivery date, which Amazon claims, which is an estimated one. But this shouldn't make a big difference for you as a seller or for the customer. And we also can choose time during the day. This is your time zone of your main marketplace. So if you're in Europe, or if your main marketplace is Germany, then this is going to be German time. If you're in the US, it's PST, Pacific Standard Time. And we can choose the time. It's an approximate value because we cannot guarantee, of course, that we will trigger this request exactly at midnight. But this way you can kind of influence when the customer is going to get this request approximately. So you might want to try to send them after 6 p.m., for example, when people come back home from work, unless they're working in home office, of course. Or you want to try to send it during the lunchtime. Yeah, so you have some flexibility here. Or you just leave the standard, and then they will be sent basically as soon as possible. As soon as as this is as 5 days passed after the delivery date. And there's also an option here to exclude refunded orders. So if a customer asked for a refund, basically with this checkbox, we'll make sure that they will not get a review request. All right, so yeah, once you configure this, you can save it, and you can configure different settings for different products. And for some of your products, you can use the custom email text if you want, and send them some other messages. It must not be a review request. It can be something else, like a delivery confirmation, if this is what you need to send, right? Right, and this works like this. Basically, you configure different message templates, and here you can also configure more than one, and configure the sending options. If I click on this template, you see there's a text here. There's a standard text which you can change and use some placeholders. And yeah, for example, also ask for a review, but write your own text and introduce your company. As always, make sure that what you are writing here is compliant with Amazon's communication guidelines. Okay, so the cool thing about this is, this is a new way to send review requests, and these emails come directly from Amazon. It's pretty elegant, and customers can opt out if they want. They opt out on Amazon's page, and as of now, of course, it's 100% compliant with terms of service. Otherwise, Amazon wouldn't have implemented this function in the API in the first place. Right, so yeah, give it a try. And you can also see SellerBoard will show how many requests are sent. There's no technical way to track the open rate, but be aware that it's going to last a couple of days after you configure a campaign until the first messages start to be sent. I'd like to show you a new alert that we have. In SellerBoard, we have this alerts feature, and there's a special menu item here, and there's bell here on the top. Basically, alerts are events that you need to know about, and they're actionable. So normally you need to do something about those events. And if you click on settings here under alerts, you can see a list of all alerts and basically decide whether you want to see notification in SellerBoard when this event happens, or get a notification per email. I won't go too much into detail here, but I would like to show you one new alert which you might not know yet. This is the FBA inbound shipment quantity deviation. So here's the problem. When you send packages to Amazon's warehouse, to FBA basically, you need to declare how much you sent to Amazon. And then when the packages arrive, Amazon checks them in. And sometimes they check in a different number of products than you sent. And sometimes it's your mistake or a mistake of your supplier if they are doing the packaging for you. Sometimes they check in more than you sent. If you accidentally put one item more than you declared into this box, they don't like it. They want you actually to be precise, but this might happen. But sometimes you can send like 100 items and Amazon checks in only 90 items. And you're pretty sure that you put 100 into a box, right? So what do you do in this case? Normally, you see these cases in the Seller Central under inventory. I believe manage something like shipments to Amazon, right? And there you can see every shipment and how many items were sent and how many were received by Amazon. And sometimes after you create a shipment and it's checked in, you notice, okay, you have less items on Amazon than you sent, but you cannot reconcile, ask for a reconciliation yet because the shipment is not closed. So normally Amazon needs a couple of days or even weeks to close the shipment after it's already checked in. So you end up seeing missing items in the shipment, but there's no way to press the reconcile button. By the way, if you don't know this button, then check the shipments in your Seller Central and open the shipment where if you find one with a deviation of the quantity, and there's a tab there called reconciliation. There you can open a ticket basically and ask them to check. Now the thing is, you need to notice the moment when the status of the shipment changed to closed, because starting from this point you can ask for, or you can open a support ticket and ask them to check. But you also should do it shouldn't wait too long, because the sooner you do it, the higher is the probability that they will find your items. And second, shipments which are older than 6 months, you cannot have checked anymore, because it's too long ago. So what's lost is lost. So what Sellerboard does for you, as soon as there's one shipment which is closed and there's a quantity deviation, you'll get an alert. And if you check this checkbox, then you'll also get this notification per email. And basically what you need to do is you go to your Seller Central, manage FBA shipments, and find this case, take a look at the numbers, and open a ticket if you feel like items are missing, although you sent them. So yeah, this will help you save a little bit money and maybe time for checking those shipments. Make sure you activate both these check marks under alerts settings.
And finally, Vladi will be showing you the eBay Shopify integration with Sellerboard. So if you're selling on these platforms, you can use Sellerboard as your combined dashboard to see your sales across different sales channels.
Okay, so another set of features, or two features basically, which I'd like to show you, is our Shopify and eBay integration. So the idea here is, first of all, we have a lot of customers, Amazon sellers, who are also selling on Shopify or also on eBay. And they want to track their profits on Shopify and on eBay. And this is what we are adding to Sellerboard now. So this feature, depending on when you watch this video, might be in beta yet, but it might also be that the beta sign disappears when you're watching it. So just pay attention. But on the other hand, there's not too much which can go wrong, because in the profit dashboard, basically we show you your profit numbers for eBay or Shopify, right? So this is a read-only view, right? So yeah, basically it works exactly like Sellerboard. I'm now in the eBay section. You have these tiles. You can use the chart or P&L or identify trends here. You have similar design. It's actually the same. You can see it's actually, yeah, we tried to keep it consistent. If you click more, you see your sales and your advertising cost, your cost of goods, and your fees. Now, let me open the fees. So we're in the eBay section now. You can see there's an FBA per unit fulfillment fee. You might ask, why do you have an FBA fee under eBay? And the reason is, in this case, we have Sellerboard send the eBay orders to customers through Amazon's multi-channel fulfillment feature, right? So basically what happens is when you get an order on eBay, Sellerboard will go ahead and create a multi-channel fulfillment order in your account, and Amazon will send the item directly to your customer on eBay. So if you're doing this with Sellerboard, then Sellerboard understands this and understands that this FBA per unit fulfillment fee, which is basically the fee for multi-channel fulfillment, corresponds to your eBay orders, and we'll show this fee here under eBay, not under profit dashboard of Amazon. So basically you have your shipping cost included into your eBay dashboard. And this final value fee, it's something like the referral fee on Amazon. It's basically the commission that you pay on eBay. Right, so to set this up, and let me go to the Shopify tab now. So Shopify is basically exactly the same. The first time you click here, you will be presented with a dialog where you can connect your Shopify account. This works similarly to the connection to the Seller Central. We use an official API here for Shopify. So you'll be redirected to your Shopify account, and there you can grant Sellerboard access. By the way, with eBay, it's also the same thing. You can grant Sellerboard access, and then Sellerboard will be able to access your data through the API. And of course, you can withdraw the access anytime in your Shopify or eBay account. Right, and with Shopify, it's the same situation. So we have a number of orders and your total sales, your advertising cost. And I think in this demo, I don't show any cost. Yeah, but in general, you can connect Facebook. So you can Facebook and Google, you can do it under settings. And if that's the case, we're gonna fetch the advertising cost from your Facebook advertising account or from your Google Shopping or Google advertising account. Right. Yeah, also here we have some fees. FBA per unit fulfillment fee, just the same as I explained for eBay. If you're fulfilling your orders through Amazon's multi-channel fulfillment feature, then we will show it here automatically. And Shopify payments fee is kind of something similar to Amazon's referral fee, but Shopify connects this with payment processing. So basically, this is what you pay for processing of your payments and your orders by Shopify payments. Okay, one more interesting thing. Let me show you how this works. If you click on products here, you're going to see your Shopify products or your eBay products if you're in the eBay section. And here, what you can do is you can connect your product to an Amazon SKU. And you can see there's a column here, Amazon product. And if you've done this, then two things will happen. So first of all, Amazon will know that it's the same product. And if you're using the fulfillment automation, you can see a column here, automate fulfillment. There's a check mark here. So if SellerBoard creates these multi-channel fulfillment orders for every Shopify or eBay order, then SellerBoard will automatically take the shipping costs into account. And the second thing is, and this is regardless of whether you check this automation mark or no, we're going to use the cost of goods which you entered in your Amazon profit dashboard, right? So we know it's the same product. If you do not connect those products, you can enter the cost of goods here under Shopify yourself. So you do it, for example, if you're selling a product on Shopify which you do not have on Amazon. Right. So yeah, this is why you need to connect those products. And let me show you one more thing. If you click on settings here, you can edit a listing on eBay or on Shopify, or you can edit these link settings. And let me do this. So if I click here, it says, okay, choose an Amazon product which corresponds to this eBay listing, or in the Shopify case, to the Shopify listing. And there's a check mark here for automatic fulfillment through Amazon's multi-channel fulfillment. If I check this, then you can do some settings here. So for example, you can set up the quantity that SellerBoard will also synchronize your quantity on eBay or on Shopify with your Amazon stock, right? Because we don't want to run out of stock on Amazon and still have this listing available on eBay, because if a customer will order on eBay or in your Shopify store, we won't be able to fulfill this item. So yeah, if we automate the fulfillment, then we can synchronize the stock and define some settings here, like the buffer. You want to have more available in Amazon than you show on Shopify. We can also set the price and the shipping, whether it should be standard shipping or expedited shipping. Right. Yeah, it's not necessary to automate this fulfillment. You can just connect this product to an Amazon product for the dashboard. In this case, we'll just take the cost of goods from Amazon. Right, so there are some more things here, like the expenses. For example, you can enter your manual expenses for Shopify, similar to the Amazon Profit dashboard. So if you have like, I don't know, a special virtual assistant assigned only to your Shopify store, this you can do here. Yeah, you can also check your orders here. This is especially relevant if you're using the fulfillment automation, because you can see the status of every order, whether SellerBoard created an order on Amazon, or whether there was an error, or whether it's pending, and so on. Yeah, but long story short, so we have a dashboard for Shopify and for eBay which calculates your profit, and we have a possibility to automate your fulfillment using Amazon's multi-channel fulfillment.
Thank you very much. And as Vladi mentioned, we did some videos about SellerBoard in the past here at Orange Klik's YouTube channel. So you will find the link below in the description to the playlist where we collected all the SellerBoard videos. So check that out. And Vladi, so you have now integration with eBay and Shopify. So do you see a lot of Amazon sellers kind of switching or looking for ways for other sales channels?
So a lot of sellers try to diversify because first of all, it increases the value of your business. Even if you have only like 20% off Amazon, it's good for your business, for valuation, right? If you want to sell it sometime. And second, it reduces the dependency on Amazon a little bit. And third reason is, of course, it just increases your sales. So if you can sell on Shopify and on eBay without too much work, then why not?
All right, so it was a pleasure to have you, Vladi, here at Orange Klik. Those who are watching, please find the link below to SellerBoard. If you have never tried this software, check them out. With our link, you will get 2 months free trial. So, and even if you go over the trial, their service is quite one of the lowest priced in the industry. And thank you very much again, Vladi, and good luck in your business. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye, guys.
I do hope some of these features will be useful in your Amazon business. You will find the links below to SellerBoard to sign up for free trial, and also to previous videos with Vladi and talking about SellerBoard. And now I would like to invite you to watch other video with Vladi where he explains their PPC optimization features and functionality inside SellerBoard. So if you are running PPC campaigns, SellerBoard might help you there as well.